The uranium industry and the nuclear industry in itself is in a crisis situation with regards to the supply and demand fundamentals. There just is not enough uranium coming out of the ground from mining to meet the demand for nuclear power.
Well, I think uranium stocks right now are just a screaming buy. It's a growth industry. It's all about supply and demand.
The biggest demand is coming from the emerging countries such as China and India.
By 2020, China wants to have 15% of its energy supplied by nuclear energy.
It's a huge, huge demand for uranium that must be filled by new uranium mines. Now this tiny little pellet here can create the energy of 1 ton of coal or 1,700 cubic feet of natural gas. Right now the gap between the demand and the supply is being filled with secondary sources of uranium coming from the HEU agreement. The HEU agreement between Russia and the United States comes to an end in 2013. That supply is going to come to an abrupt halt. It's going to be a very, very, very tight market, and we anticipate a significant increase in the price of uranium. I grew up as a young geologist in the uranium business in the late 70s. When the uranium market started to uptick, I dusted off the files and took a look at what we should be doing for Forum to get a good position in the marketplace. We started early, and the best place to look is in the Athabasca Basin of Saskatchewan and the Thelon Basin of Nunavut. The unique thing about the Athabasca Basin is that the deposits there are very, very rich. The average in the world is maybe 0.2%, and in the Athabasca Basin we have deposits there that range from 1%, which is 5 times the world average, up to 20%. The Thelon Basin, we believe, is a comparable basin to the Athabasca. With good projects and a good land position in 2 of the best places to look for uranium in the world, I'm fortunate enough to be able to have attracted a very, very strong management team. Our Vice President of Exploration, Ken Wheatley, has been involved in the uranium business for over 30 years. He has 8 uranium ore body discoveries in the Athabasca Basin to his credit, totaling some 140 million pounds of uranium.
Uranium is my area of expertise. I've been dealing with it for 33 years now, and concentrating on the Athabasca and Thelon basins. So this is where I'm most comfortable, and this is where I've had the most success. The North Thelon project is wrapped around the east side of the Thelon Sandstone Basin, which is analogous to the Athabasca Basin. Well, Forum has conducted 2 recent drill programs on the property. We have superficial mineralization that we found grades of up to 1% in one area, and the highest we've seen on surface so far is up to 8.8%. Another one of the Forum's properties is the Henday Lake project, and this is the one that lies on the east side of the basin. The Henday project was a 60% joint venture project with Hathor. Hathor has now been bought out by Rio Tinto, and they're now our partners on this project, and we'll go forward with them on this further exploration. You know, we would like to keep drilling. It's a very exciting project, and we still have some work to do on it on a number of targets. The Northwest Athabasca project, it already has mineralization, known mineralization on the project. It's identified 1.5 million pounds of uranium, and there's at least 3 other showings on the project that we're taking a look at. One of them is basement mineralization that is grades of about 8.5 meters at 5.5%.
Uranium's not going away. It's just a great investment.
That's why Forum is out there giving it all to make the next discovery.